Ah yes, America, the land where dreams are made, lived, and seen again. Whenever there's some fizz about living that quintessential American life, most travel guides seem to vouch for the obvious ones. The City of Angels, the Big Apple, the Windy City, and whatnot are the usual favorites. But what if I tell you that the real potential of the American dream is shifting gears to new cities? Sure, the popular media won't tell you about those amazing cities, but I will. Here's my ultimate list of the top 10 cities everyone is moving to in America in 2023. Number 10, Provo, Utah. I know you didn't expect me to open this ultimate list with this obscure city in Utah. But honestly, if you're looking for a cozy, charming college town that also has a knack for co-working spaces, then look no further than Provo. The city is an educational hub that promises a great employment boom for folks who have academic pursuits. From research jobs to teaching gigs, there are plenty of opportunities here. And, well, it's a nice escape from the bustling Salt Lake City and its busy education centers. Plus, as Provo is getting popular with folks who like to live a quiet life, the city is becoming more inclusive moving forwards. So there's a more sudden rise in the popularity of co-working spaces like Startup Dojo and the Innovation Network. But there is a slight trade-off. You see, the city is safe and charming, yet its cost of living index is 97.8%. This means Provo is just slightly pricier than the national average. But if you've got a flatmate, you're all set. But if your entire motivation to live that digital nomad lifestyle is to save big bucks, see what Fort Myers offers. Number 9, Fort Myers, Florida. Drop everything that you're doing and hear this. This small, underrated Floridian city is gaining momentum lately for one big solid reason. Fort Myers is brimming with economic opportunity and growth. Just in the course of 5 years, the workers in the city have seen an unprecedented growth of 47% in their wages. What's really important here is that the housing sector is accelerating in Fort Myers. Whereas most American cities are plunged into a housing crisis in terms of expensive spaces and shortages, this Floridian city is in a league of its own. For digital nomads, this is big news. Sure, you aren't looking to invest in a permanent residence, but hey, those rents are pretty decent. Especially if you're looking for shared spaces with your peers, you're in luck. One problem that you'll encounter is perhaps the lack of networking opportunities. The city has a population of 75,000, and well, it's not easy to make friends. But if you become a regular at the pub, I'm sure you'll have a great hangout routine. Number 8, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Honestly, who wouldn't want to live in a major tourist spot? Here's the thing, hustling will take you places for sure, but sometimes a little quiet and calm is exactly what you need to recharge yourself. And this is why Coeur d'Alene is a perfect spot to live in. In recent years, this city with sandy beaches, magnificent lakes, and lush greenery is gaining a lot of momentum. Center Square reports that just in the last 5 years, the city saw 16.5 population growth, making it one of the fastest growing cities in the US. And that tells us something. While the big city life is charming, their rich lifestyle is haunting people. With cities like Coeur d'Alene, you get the best of both worlds. You have some great views, booming chances for networking, and an array of sweet tourist spots. And when you finally shut down that computer screen, make sure to enjoy water sports at Coeur d'Alene Lake. People are friendly, their infrastructure is classy, and opportunities are endless. Number 7, Spokane, Washington. I'll admit, I'm pretty much surprised at myself for including this city on my list, but we have to cater to a significant chunk of my audience, retirees or people looking for serenity and quiet. It's pretty much unheard, but moving to Spokane is a definite access to America's great tourist spots. Surrounded by nature, the city offers a great deal for state parks, hiking, snowboarding, and so on. If you're going for a small town vibe, Spokane would be perfect for you. However, the city's biggest drawback is its expensive lifestyle and housing options. So if you can make that trade-off between saving money and real peace and quiet, then Spokane has to be on your list. Number 6. Austin, Texas. Alright, everyone saw this one coming. My list of top 10 cities in the US for the year 2023 would be super hollow if I didn't give Austin a shout out. Over the years, this city has maintained a pretty decent influx of population growth and economic boosts. Just like Denver, Austin is also a major hotspot for tech companies and other big manufacturing firms. In fact, experts are already calling the city a Silicon Valley in the making. After Elon Musk shifted Tesla's major operations to Austin, the city got a whole new boom, mainly because the state of Texas is inherently cheap. You know what I'm talking about. No state income tax, baby. By the end of the month, you would have some spare cash left in your bank account, and it'll come in handy when you're living through the bustling young life of the city. For our digital nomad folks, the tax benefit is a major advantage because of more spare money and more chances to hit cool new places all around the world. Plus, Austin is now a major hub for remote workers. Number 5. Leander, Texas. Living in Leander, Texas is a major hack. So get this. If you want to live that rich and trendy Austin lifestyle without spending big bucks on the city jazz, Leander is the place for you. The city is approximately 30 minutes away from downtown Austin. Its great commuting system allows the resident to take jobs in Austin, enjoy minimal living costs, and enjoy the same living standards. My research shows that Leander is 4.7% cheaper than the national aggregate. A package deal, right? The city has proven to be very effective for business development as well. Number 4. Denver, Colorado. My beloved tech bros, this one's for you. Look, as much as we love the old country charm at times, some people just prefer the fast tech-infused life. And when the next city on our list is one of the country's biggest tech hubs, it just helps. So far, the city of Denver, Colorado is boasting a major kick in the tech sector in terms of generating employment and venture capital funding. In easy terms, tech firms are making some big bucks, and they want optimized human resources. That's where you come in. If you're looking for a big money job in a safe city, you have to check Denver out. The only problem that you'd see here is that the living costs of the city are pretty hefty. It's still far more affordable than the major US cities, but the housing here is still pricey. But if you aren't planning to start a family in your new home, then Denver checks a lot of the boxes. Its city has its own buzz of fun that you can explore after saving some big bucks on utilities. Number 3. Charleston, South Carolina. For the past 9 years, the famous travel and leisure magazine and website has been naming Charleston the best city to live in the US. And it's about time that we pay attention to everything this city has to offer. I'd say Charleston is perfect in many ways, but what really stands out for me is the city's supportive infrastructure for the young couples. Millennials want to raise their kids in safe, friendly, and welcoming cities. Charleston offers you precisely that. It also has some of the top-rated public schools in the country, and overall, its education system is pretty effective. Other than that, the city has a lot to offer with its beaches, fine dining restaurants, rich history, bustling markets, and whatnot. So after your working hours, you will have plenty to do in Charleston. Number 2. Raleigh, North Carolina. There's a reason why Raleigh keeps making the popular best cities in the US lists. For starters, it's a major economic center now. More and more tech firms are making their way into the city, and its employment rates are improving, so that should excite you even more. Not to mention, despite its economic boost and the improvement in average standards of living, the city should boast some price hike, right? Well, we can trust Raleigh to defy all odds. It's magical how Raleigh is the most affordable and cheapest state capital to live in. And for low living costs, it's almost miraculous what this city has to offer. In my opinion, Raleigh's most defining feature is its inclusion in the Research Triangle. So you have countless opportunities here to study and make money in academic disciplines. Even if you're a remote teacher, you'd have countless opportunities here to network and re-evaluate your career. Who knows, working in a fancy college could be the right thing for you. Since Raleigh is a student hub, you'd have a great community culture here. People are pretty inclusive and diverse with their worldviews, and if you have school-going children, you'd find great tutelage here. Number 1. Des Moines, Iowa. Cheap city, friendly people, and a trendy downtown. Des Moines in Iowa packs a punch and some more. There's a very good reason why I've included this charming city with an old-school vibe to my lists. All in all, it's a great outlier. Let me tell you why. It's true that the population growth and economic boost in some cities of the state has been pretty stagnant. Not Des Moines. It's not only one of the fastest growing cities in the US, but has also fared well in generating jobs for the youth. More and more young people are flocking to the city to save money and start a family in one of the safest areas in the United States. My opening pitch for the city is always going to be the cheap lifestyle it offers. Utilities are cheaper than the national average, and the housing is far more affordable than the national median. Plus, its booming education and tech sector offers a plethora of jobs. If you're a STEM worker or a teacher, Des Moines would take care of you and offer you some great salary packages. And once you move here, you'd see some very close-knitted communities that take care of each other. If you're a digital nomad, you'd feel right at home. So get your planning journals out and map out your next great move. Which of these cities hit the spot for you? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.